every 2 weeks. And on May 28th, I know we're going to be inviting you to come talk with us or meet with us. So this is just a group that, where did it start? I guess it kind of originated, you may or may not know, but the town did a facilities-wide assessment study this past spring, and that involved a facilities committee. So it was decided, why don't we keep this committee in place so that they could just kind of help the town analyze and prioritize some of their other capital projects with regard to, town-owned buildings. So very early in its infancy, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do, but we're kind of just going to be kind of a review board and a recommending body to the Board of Selectmen with regard to, certain town-owned buildings. So I'll try to answer any questions, although that was pretty, my description was pretty shallow.
Oh, it was good.
Not a lot to go on, but we've only met twice, so probably more, we'll figure it out as we go.
So you're inviting Austin for what? Just to be involved as far as what's happening?
Well, just again, thinking of the town-owned assets, beach and rec, the senior center, just kind of what are your needs? What facilities-wise, I think generally that just, we know you have a senior center building, but is there anything beyond that, especially as it merges with the beach and rec? So we can kind of think about some of the other spaces in town that might be part of your programming. So I think Austin was selected first, probably along with Madison Youth and Family, just because they're the most obvious, users of space for specific uses. So we just want to make sure that kind of they have everything that they need, and that if there's other, if as programming gets I guess determined with under the new structure, maybe we should just keep in mind other spaces that you might want to make use of as part of that.
Yeah, and it's also to look at the facilities study that was done and review all the properties that's listed under both departments, I believe.
Yes, right.
Justin, can you tell me the name of you said it was Town Facilities Working Group?
I think it's called, I think it's just called for now, Facilities Working Group. Okay. It's not a committee, and it's not like, our meetings aren't public. We don't have, public hearings or anything. It's more just kind of like a working group to help gather information and help prioritize among the departments, and then kind of liaison that back as needed to the Board of Selectmen.
So it's more an advisory group. There's no power to it.
No. Well, we have no power in any of our roles, but certainly, yes, certainly not in that one. We're just kind of a review and advisory board. That's right.
Okay, good, perfect. Thank you. Any other questions for Justin? Okay, any public comments? Dr. Ryan, what happened to our public?
No comments from the public.
He's muted.
No comment? No.
Yeah, but I have a conversation with Austin about the song house, and
I can't hear whoever's speaking.
Yeah, it's Dr.
Dr.
Ryan. We're having
Ryan.
trouble hearing you.
But your face is, you're not synced with your face, your words.
But he's got two things. One's muted.
There, right. One has just his name, Jim, and the other is a picture of you kind of frozen.
okay.
All right, well, we'll try to figure that out. We'll come back to you, Dr. Ryan. We don't need to shut you off on that. We have no other public comments, I would presume. All right.
There's nobody.
COVID-19 update?
Sure. So we have our last COVID vaccine clinic next Thursday, so a week from today. A follow-up clinic from one that was 4 weeks ago. So we are giving, I believe it's 21 second dose Moderna. And then we will be going into the community to do 2 additional homebound vaccines for 2 people who have requested that. So after that's done, we will have done, let's see, we would have done 10, 15, 22 homebound vaccines. Actually, that's a lie. It's 17 homebound vaccines since the beginning. And once we finish with the clinic on Thursday, I'll look to get a total number of vaccines that we've done, just so we could take a peek at, what we did at town campus. And it worked very well. We put a lot of people through the process, and thankfully, most of the town, the numbers, as Dr. Cairns was saying earlier, this is as of May 5th. The Connecticut DPH says that, and again, when they say 100%, I'm not positive that it's 100, but it's got to be, 99 point something percent of the people. It says 100% of the 65 and older population in Madison has gotten at least one vaccine, and 67% of all Madison residents have received at least one vaccine. So, with the 16 and over being eligible, and now the 12 and over being eligible as of yesterday, those numbers will continue to rise, and I think we'll be in good shape going forward.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Connecticut has one of the
Yeah.
highest rates in the
Yes.
country as well.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and Connecticut has one of the highest rates, and we have in Madison one of the highest rates in Connecticut. So
Nice.
a lot of work went into it by a lot of people, and showing that the efforts work to get everybody vaccinated.
Austin, did you hear of any side effects from anybody?
No.
Good.
Nothing no outliers of anything really bad. The typical headache and body ache and arm injection site pain. Anywhere from a day to 3 days of feeling kind of crummy, but I haven't heard of anything outside of that.
Yeah, great.
In terms of this commission, we're still waiting on guidance from the state as to if we can come back in person to do so. I know Board of Selectmen, Board of Finance will be allowing in-person meetings, but committees and commissions such as us will still be allowed to do Zoom and in person, so a hybrid model. So we've purchased some technology here at the senior center to allow that.
Oh, really?
So how that would work is you need at least one person here, so that could be me in the building, and you all could stay via Zoom, and then if public wanted to attend via Zoom, they can, or if they wanted to attend in person, they can. Historically, this commission has not had a tremendous following of folks to attend commission meetings, so I don't foresee that as being any kind of issue. But we probably will have to continue doing it hybridly for a while at least. So doing it in person and hybrid. So when that happens, I'll let you know. And if you're comfortable to come in, you can come in. If not, you can stay on Zoom, and we'll handle it both ways. So
Yeah, so that
right now, this
the
is
question. Is there anybody on the commission, I mean, you don't have to just think about it, that would not want to come in? I know back at Yale was starting to have in-person meetings, slowly reintroducing that, but I'd be totally willing to come in. I think it'll be great to see everybody again in person,
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
understand, if people don't want to do that, I get that.
Sort of nice to have the option.
right.
Yeah.
Right,
So even right now, it's, we're recording this and it's live on the Town of Madison YouTube channel.
Mhm.
So anybody could watch it live now. And then if they wanted to rewatch it or watch it at a later time, they could log on to the town website and watch a recorded version of it. That's always, folks always seem to want to do that too, go back and watch a meeting that they couldn't make. So it makes attending meetings easier for the public. So they could do it, you know, if they're on vacation or outside of the town and they don't come to the meeting, they could watch it at a later date or get in and watch it live on Zoom or YouTube. So it's just different options and it can't hurt. So we've got the technology to do it. And once that gets passed down, we'll let you guys know and we'll start doing the hybrid way.
Okay.
Okay, great. Any other questions about that?
Any-
No? Wendy, does your husband have any questions? No, he just walked by. I don't know.
All set. I was wondering if you saw him.
Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, there he is. I don't think so.
Okay. All right, Austin, reopening update?
Okay, so we will begin reopening to programs on July 6th.
Oh, the
That's
6th.
a Monday, I hope. So, you know, it'll be both indoor and outdoor. So in terms of lunch, we'll provide our drive-through service continuing and have an option of doing outdoor dining as well. And we will have small exercise programs, educational programs, things of that sort in the cafe and the exercise room. So start bringing people back in. We've installed numerous hand sanitizing stations throughout the first and second floor. We'll keep, for at least July and August, keep folks on the first floor in those rooms for their activities. So if you're not signed up to do the activities that are going on, you won't be allowed to just come and hang out in the building and walk around. You have to have signed up for one of the activities that's going on, just so we could keep track of who's in the building and contact trace if necessary. We've purchased so as you know, we use an app called My Senior Center as our registration program and like to take payments and such. So we've purchased the app that goes along with that now, and we'll be purchasing iPads so we can go around and not make people line up at the front desk to sign in at the main sign-in screen. We will go into the classes and sign people in on the iPad. You could scan their card right on the iPad with the app. So we're not making long lines and people congregating in the lobby. So we've thought of that. We've also purchased technology to do Zoom programming as well as live programming. So doing a hybrid exercise class or a hybrid educational program. We have the capacity to do that. So we've taken some guidance from our town technology department as to what to purchase, and we've done that. So we'll be ready to go when that starts. And then we've come up with some new policies and procedures in terms of like entering and exiting the building and sanitizing, you know, when you cannot enter. And then starting in September, the plan is, as long as everything stays the same, that will reopen, you know, even more come September 1st and have people upstairs playing pool and cards and have dining inside, and that'll start in September.
Mhm.
Are you going
A
to
lot
ask
of
people if
town-
they've been vaccinated?
No,
Okay.
So July and August, it will just be the first floor, and then we're expanding in September.
Right.
correct.
Okay.
And as some of you might have seen the CDC this afternoon did away with the mask mandate
Yeah.
for vaccinated folks. Still more information to come on what the town's policy is going to be. That's like breaking news over the last couple of hours. So the town has to digest that and figure out what that means for town buildings. So no real update or follow up on that until next meeting. We'll know more about that.
Okay, good.
We've started doing dial ride again. We brought back one of our drivers to do medical transportation, and that's 3 days a week, just as it was before. Going very well. He did three folks today at different times, and folks are really happy and able to attend doctor's appointments and not have to find transportation. So that's going well. And yes, Justin, we were aware of the community services not doing that anymore. They really weren't doing it previously. Before the pandemic, they kind of slowed down with that. So we've taken on whatever clients that they've had. But most of them were clients of ours as well. So, and then also in July, we're bringing back, or we're going to be hiring new drivers and kitchen folks. So those applications are out there for people to apply for the kitchen positions and bus drivers. So we're taking applications currently for that. That's all I have. Anybody have any other questions about that?
Kevin
You
is still
anticipate-
there, right?
Yeah, Kevin?
Kevin's still there?
Yes.
Do you anticipate any of the former employees reapplying?
They can reapply, yes. They're no longer employees of the town of Madison, so they would have to apply again. Yep.
Okay. Good update. Any other questions or comments? Okay, affordable housing.
Heather will have to answer that. I haven't been able to attend any lately.
Well, I was going to
Okay.
say the last meeting, I actually did not attend either. I did watch it on the YouTube channel. They're all posted there. So they had Lucas Boyd, who's an architect from Charleston, who's actually a friend of one of the members of the committee, come and discuss a project that he's working on. He put together a project. It's actually located in Greenville. And what it is it's a home that looks like it's a single family home on the outside, but it's really more of a sort of a co-living facility. So it has shared kitchen, and it has a shared living space, and then it has private bedrooms and bathrooms. And so it's just sort of like an interesting approach to affordable housing. So he presented his project. I don't know if this necessarily would work here, but the committee is looking at a variety of different options and just sort of like gathering research related to what other folks are doing. They're in the process. The South Central Regional Council of Governments is in the process of finalizing a consultant to work with their group. That's going to help the area towns put together their affordable housing plans. So they're in the process of finalizing that consultant. And so this group will be working very closely with them. And also David Fink of the Partnership for Strong Communities is going to be heavily involved in the process and working very, very closely with the committee. So that's basically the update. They're talking about questions that they want to ask the community, ways to get the community involved, how they want to approach the community. So it's just sort of in the beginning planning stages right now.
Okay, good. So will give us interval updates as that moves forward.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, any other comments about that? All right. All right, Austin, you want to take us through any updates about the organization?
Sure, I just have,
Yeah.
one quick one. I'm on June 9th. I'm gonna host a Zoom meeting for seniors to just go over, what the reorg kind of means to them and, how it will affect them, which it won't negatively. It only, any effects on the seniors will be all positive. But just to go over, what's happening and why, and, just answer questions that seniors may have. So that'll be June 9th at 1 o'clock. You're all welcome to attend that as well if you want to.
When does this
That's
go
really,
into
I've been,
effect?
July 1st.
Okay.
So I've been going to, all the Beach and Rec Commission meetings, all meetings about everything that's happening. So any meeting that Scott goes to, I'm also there and giving my opinions and my 2 cents and making things happen. And it's going great. No issues, no hiccups, no bumps in the road, and that will continue to be that way as far as I'm concerned. And been down to the beaches and met with the gate guards last week. Last week we started taking or looking for just resident status at the gate. So at East and West Wharf, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have to be a resident to park in those beaches, just East and West Wharf. And then, beach passes are on sale. So if you want to renew, you could do that right online, or you could go to the surf club office and purchase your pass there, or you could do it in the mail. You could do it a multitude of ways. But that's all. And, things are going well, just staying busy.
Okay, does your raise go into effect July 1st as well?
Let's hope
You don't
so.
have to answer that. I'm just,
I know, seriously, does your salary double on July 1st? Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
Austin, are the fees the same? I can't remember what they are. I know you get them.
Fees are the same.
Yeah.
Same as last year.
And then it's what, $10 or $20 for the extra cars?
Depends
I
on
believe
your,
it's half, so 20,
Yeah,
depends on your age, but an adult beach pass for the second car, I believe, is 20.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
okay, good.
But
Any
if
other
you
comment?
did that last year, then you could just renew everything you did online last year and they'll send you the new ones.
Okay, but if we have different cars, can we do that still online?
You'd have to update the registration and license plate and all that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right, nothing else on that. All right, anybody have any other issues or comments? Wendy, we're gonna get you out in time, I
I
think.
know it. I am just like sitting here. I can't believe this. This is terrific. Thank you.
Um,
Just a quick question. Was there any update on Stronghouse?
Oh,
I have not heard,
So I met with, sorry, I met with,
Oh, go ahead.
I met with the executive director of the VNA Community Healthcare, who runs the Stronghouse, and we talked for quite a while a few weeks ago about their needs and how we can help. And their needs are more of space, and we don't have space here to host an adult day program.
no.
So, no real update. I know so they're working on how to get back in the building and what maintenance needs to be done on the Stronghouse itself. But no further update from them as to if and when they'll be reopening. We just don't have the space here as a town to host an adult day and at the senior center. There's just, once we're fully reopened again, there's nowhere to put a program like that with the size and scope that's needed to make it work.
But rest assured, Lori, Janine and the team over there is looking at this very carefully. There's been no final decision made about anything, so,
Okay,
and I
thank
keep
you.
pushing it, so.
I know you do.
Okay,
Oh, I have
Right.
one more thing. So
yeah,
on Tuesday of this week, Madison Youth and Family awarded the senior center or Madison Senior Services. I don't know if you could see that. The Community Asset Award at their yearly award ceremony. And it says, this is hereby awarded on the 11th day of May, 2021 to Madison Senior Services for its courage, creativity, and resolve in playing a vital role during the COVID pandemic that continue to support and serve seniors as well as the entire community. Community Asset Award is bestowed upon an outstanding organization that demonstrates exceptional commitment to improving the health and welfare of our town, of our own community. Community Asset contributes to their community directly through their own efforts while encouraging and enabling others to do the same. So it was a great ceremony.
great,
On
congratulations.
Zoom,
Congratulations.
went really, a lot of fantastic high school kids were also given awards, and to hear their stories was really cool. We're real lucky to live in a town that, has these students that, give so much of their time and energy to their fellow students in town and to help people. And it was
That's
great
great.
to hear their stories.
That's
Well,
wonderful.
that's great, Austin, congratulations. And it's through this type of award and activity that people will not ask the question, what goes on at the senior center anymore?
Exactly.
Because I think during COVID, you certainly answered that loud and clear, so.
Mhm.
It's
Well
a big team award. I mean, it's everybody who works here contributes on the daily basis to, all those things that are said on that document there. And it's, it's proud to just be a small part of that.
That's wonderful.
Very nice.
All right, well, let's end on the very high note. If no one
Yeah.
has any other awards, congratulations again. Thank you, everybody. And can I have a motion to adjourn?
I move. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, thank you. Our next
Thank you
meeting
all.
is
Thank you all. Okay.
when, Austin?
Next meeting will be, June 10th.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Be well.
you.
Thanks for all your efforts.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.